Are you a middle-aged man and asking yourself, how did I get to this point that I'm divorced? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about one of the main reasons why you're divorced and you don't even know why. So stick with me to the very end where I break down the most important secret and the most important key of why you're probably standing alone without your family and you don't even know what happened. But it's okay, because this is God's wake-up call to you so that you can pivot from here and move on faster and become the man that God wants you to be. So come with me. Let's talk about what happened and why you're probably standing alone in your PJs watching this video at home, okay? So you're divorced. The first question you need to ask yourself is, what were your feelings towards her? If you're honest to yourself, if you're in a long-term marriage, after the honeymoon phase, after the limerence, you need to ask yourself, what were my true feelings towards her? Okay? Did I build up resentment? Was I defensive? Was there anger always brewing there underneath it all? Like, sure, it's interesting because a lot of guys, they had this dichotomy. They can love their wife, but they also have all these feelings that are associated with it, with that love. It's kind of almost like a toxic love. So you got to ask yourself, what were those feelings? How did I feel towards her? Did she annoy me? Was she a pain in the ass? Was she always a bitch? Was she always bitching? You got to ask yourself these questions. So what happens is when your wife would give you the honey-do list, most guys, and not all guys, but most guys would go out and maybe clean the yard or fix the basement or go get groceries or pick up the kids from soccer. But a lot of the times there's like this underlying resentment, especially if you're a nice guy, because nice guys have what's called a covert contract, which means I'll do this for you because I'm expecting something in return. And most nice guys, like I used to be a nice guy, would go ahead and say, fine, honey, I'll do this for you. I'll do the honey list, but this tonight, you're going to rub my feet, or we're going to have some intimacy. We're going to have some sex, whatever the case may be. So it's a covert contract, and then when they don't perform or they don't give you what you want, then you build up this resentment because you had a need that you wanted to get from the other person, but you never truly expressed it. Okay? So all these feelings are sort of there bubbling up underneath it all. So when your wife says, hey, here's the honey-do list, honey, fix the cabinet or go pick up the kids from soccer, whatever the case may be, what were your true intentions? What were your feelings at that moment in time? How did you feel? Were you happy? Were you upset? Did you say, oh man, I wish I could be out in the shed working on whatever it is? Or, why is she giving me this now when I'm so busy? Or like, why are you going to give me this list if I just got home from work? Don't you know, woman, how hard my day was? So even though you might not be expressing that to her, those feelings are there. They're bubbling underneath, and she's picking up on it. Remember, women are very sensitive. They're very intuitive. So they don't necessarily have to listen to what you say. They just pick up on who you are. And we're going to get there. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. So, do you really love her? Did you really love her? You can say, yeah, I really love my wife. But, how did you feel towards her? What sort of thoughts did you have? Man, now she's asking me to do this, or now she's asking me to do that. Was there anger? Was there resentment? Was there judgment? Was there fear of, okay, if I don't do this, then I'm going to lose her, and I don't want to lose her, so you did something that you didn't want to do, and you build resentment, and you were angry. And she's just kind of saying, like, what's going on? Like, who is this guy? I just asked him for something very simple. This is supposed to be the leader of the house, but he doesn't know what he's doing. And like, why is he coming at me with that? So all these feelings, all these emotions that are there, and she can pick up on it. She can pick up on it. And throughout time, it erodes the trust between you two. It erodes the love between you two, because she's saying, I don't know what it is, but I can't really trust them. Right. She can't trust you when she says that. Like, she can't trust you. It's not that maybe you're out cheating, but she can't trust you because there's some incoherence between what you say and what you're emoting and the way you're acting towards her. And if she can't trust you, she can't feel safe with you. If she can't feel safe with you, she can't open her heart or her body towards you. So you see how it trickles down. It all comes from this emotions, and this is so quintessential quantum physics like. Thoughts and feelings create your reality. So if this is you here as the man, and you're thinking these thoughts of anger, judgment, whatever it is, you are sending out these frequencies to your household. Okay? And here's my house. She can feel it. She is saying, what's going on? I just asked him out to take the trash. Why is he getting so upset? What is it? I mean, I just asked him out to take the trash. Like, what's going on? So I hope you guys can see my drawing here. So it's these feelings that you have, these thoughts and these feelings that you have, you vibrate at this frequency, and that's what she receives. And if she receives that, like I said, she loses trust because your words, you're fine, I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it. I'll go do it. And she's saying like, what's the big deal? I just asked you to help me with something. And that's where most guys fails, because they don't express their thoughts or their feelings. They never said, you know what, honey, give me about 15 minutes or give me 30 minutes. I'm going to drink a beer and then I'll go do it. And then you actually have to go do it, or whatever the case may be. They don't express it. They just do it. And then when they do it with these sort of vibrations that it just erodes the trust in the relationship. So, I mean, if you're already divorced, it's okay. But how do you fix it for your next relationship? And I think this is key. It's how do you fix it for your next relationship? It is what is called being you. Unapologetically yourself. Honey, you know what? Today I'm tired. I am going to lay down on the couch, but tomorrow morning I'm going to go ahead and do the honey list. Now you're being honest with her. You're expressing who you are. By you being honest, she can respect you. Again, if she can respect you, she can feel emotionally safe with you. If she can feel emotionally safe with you, then she can open up towards you. But that doesn't happen if you're not being you, if you're not being your most authentic self. Now, what happens with most guys, myself included, is that we're over here, okay, and a little mustache action, and we are thinking. We are in the mind. I got to make more money. I got to make the school payment. I have to cut the yard. I need to do this. I need to do that. And they're just thinking, and they're not in the here and now. They're not in the here and now. So they're just thinking in the mind. And what happens is, by you not being present, if you're not present, then you have these feelings of resentment, anger, judgment, what a pain, she's such a bitch, whatever the case may be. You're vibrating these frequencies, but you're not in the here and now, and she can't feel you. She can't feel you. I'm sure you guys have heard a woman says like, I can't feel you. Where are you? I can't get through to you. And that is because we're in the mind instead of being in the heart. Because relationships, yes, they are a partnership. And of course, they are a business, they are transactional, 100%. But love is all heart. But if you're not expressing love and you're in the mind, then she's going to not be able to trust you. But most guys can't make this connection down here. They can't. That used to be me. I need to grow the business. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. And I just, my wife at the time just kept on, being emotional, and I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it because I was all the way up here. So, she said, well, he can't hold me. I'm expressing myself. I'm too much for him. He doesn't love me. He doesn't love being here. He doesn't love being in the house. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm doing everything for you guys. But what I didn't do was connect to my heart. That's what I didn't do. Most of you guys don't even know how to get there. And I'll give you guys a shortcut. I'll give you guys the best shortcut you guys can have. And the best shortcut you can have is very simple. It's actually very, very simple. Okay? If you are a God-fearing man, if you have God in your heart or Jesus Christ in your heart, okay, you are in the here and now because everything you do for Christ. Everything you do for God. You don't do it for yourself. You're not doing it to get sex. You're not doing it to get validation. You're not doing it to get recognition because it's not about the other person. It's about your relationship with God. But most guys are not there. They're thinking, what do I need to do next? I need to make more money. And now this woman wants me to do the honey-do list. Can't she see that I have all these other things going on and blah, 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 blah. And we're just so emotionally overwhelmed. But the quickest shortcut to that is just being in God's presence always. At every moment of every day, that's where we need to be. So as soon as you walk in the door and your family's thrust upon you, your wife's asking you to do this and your kids are asking you to do that, you got to be present in the here and now. You got to be present in the moment and know that you're doing this not for other people, but you're doing it in God's glory. You're doing it for God, not for your wife, not for your kids. You're doing it for God because if you're doing things from God, you're doing it from a place of love. If you're doing things for Jesus Christ, you're doing things from a place of love. So God is love. And through God, we can express love to our loved ones. But that's like the buffer. That's, Jesus is the buffer. He's the one that's going to help us emanate this love towards others. But if we're all in the mind and we're just thinking, and we're disconnected, then how can we have a loving home? And that's how slowly marriages start to deteriorate because she can't feel you. She gets more angry. You get more angry. Chances are you haven't learned how to manage your emotions. But it's something we're going to talk about this channel. And slowly but surely, the marriage collapsed. But don't feel bad because this is what this channel is all about. I'm going to teach you guys about relationships. I'm going to teach you guys about divorce. And I'm going to teach you also how divorce can be God's wake-up call for you. Saying, hey, buddy, come here. You're not paying attention. You're in your mind. You're not in your heart. And I'm asking you and I'm calling you to be in your heart. So even if your previous relationship, it's over, you did the best you could at the time with the information you had, and that's okay. But it's from here on out, moving forward, what sort of man are you going to be? Are you going to be a God-fearing man for your children now? Are you going to be a God-fearing man for your next partner now? Because chances are, and not always, God wasn't in your heart. You weren't present. You weren't in the here and now. And by not being connected to God, by not being that anchor that anchors God here to earth, and then being able to express this love, chances are that's how the marriage started to deteriorate slowly but surely. She started putting away. Maybe she had an affair. Maybe she said she's done. Maybe she said she needs space. We've heard it all. But it's okay because God is calling you now to say, hey, John, Matt, Kevin, Trevor, whoever you are, this is your time to wake up. This is your time to remember who you are, and you are an expression of God. So I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you really like this content, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll be talking about helping men like yourself, like myself, process and navigate the process of divorce, understanding that God is calling us for a higher calling, that this is our wake-up call. This is God hitting us with a 2x4 saying, it's time for you to listen to me, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, take care now. Bye-bye then. And remember who you are.